You are now tuned in to
Lamark After Dark.
Bing bong. What's up, guys? Lamark After Dark season 2 finale. Ooh, shit. It's been
quite a ride.
It's been fucking a ride. A wild one. Shout out to Normani. Where the fuck is we're not gonna start off this way. Also, disclaimer that I have the same outfit on from Lou's episode, so don't come for me.
Why pointing this
I'm just letting them know that I wasn't changing clothes. Chelsea decided to change clothes. I gave her no. I'm calling you out. I'm not calling you out. Listen. I'm just saying that I'm that way they don't think I was dirty.
Oh my god. I'm wearing tits out for the finale, guys. So everyone be distracted by that.
I'm distracted personally. Oh, thank you. No, really.
No, you're
but yeah, because I just. All right, anyway.
Yes. Welcome, DJ. Is it DJ Beanz still, or is it Dwayne?
You know what? It's DJ Beanz.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah. I'm glad to be here with you guys. I have to. First of all, let me just start out by shouting you guys out. Like, I've been watching you guys on YouTube and keeping up with the episodes, and they've been super creative. Super informative, great talks. Every time like a scheduled episode comes out, I get that alert and I always press schedule. I am just so proud of you guys, for real, because people don't know the half of the tenacity, the grind that goes into putting together your own platform and really going through with it, and the time it takes to edit the videos and the audio and the promotion and the putting it out and the booking the studio time, and the people really don't get it and they think it's easy, and it's not. And I watch you guys and you guys do it, and I mean, I'm honored really to even sit here.
Shout out to Lamark, because he's the one who birthed this.
Yeah. I mean,
you bitches can't even spell Lamark.
Right. It's you know what I'm saying? We gotta give flowers. My grandma always said, give me my flowers while I can smell them. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all are doing it right now, so I'm excited to be here with y'all.
2 studios. No. I'm done.
So let's dive in.
Let's get into it.
So today's episode is kind of like just, I guess, a recap of the season, but also toxic relationships. But before we get into that, because you guys have both worked, I guess, with me on 2 different platforms. So I guess explain your experience. Maybe not so much with me, but just working on the platform. I mean, you can if it's nice.
Yeah, sure.
Not if it's nice. Well, look, we worked together on the Fresh Movement, and that was super fun, super dope. Even now to this day, I get people that's like, yo, I love that interview you guys did with Don Richard. Like, it was just such a fun experience. We had good talks, good conversations. I was actually telling somebody about the Fresh Movement today. So I think we had a good time. Ultimately, I was fired, right? I was let go. That's okay. Gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it.
But
if we're gonna talk about it, talk about it. But it was always love though. Like I was just like, okay, it was just a lot going on. We talked off air about it.
Yeah, DJ Beanz was just very going solo. That was
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're gonna say. I was
he was going solo.
I thought you was about to let me have it. Like he was always late.
I was just saying he was going solo.
It was a tough time. I was finishing up school. I was graduating with my degree in journalism and media, and I was going the traditional kind of like journalism route. Kind of working with the TV and things like that. I just lost one of my grandparents, my great grands, and so it was a lot. And I think that you were just kind of like, okay, well, right now, this is not what you need to focus on. You know what I mean? So that's why it wasn't really any shade. He was just like, okay, well, you have a lot going on.
Honestly, we were ending the season anyway. So like, because I was moving, it was a whole thing with that.
Right. And you were moving to Atlanta at the time. And so, but we had a dope time. Like we really hit it off. I remember we went out to eat, right?
Yeah.
Before, and we talked about cheating.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, I'm pro cheating, and you.
Whoa, I would love to learn more about that.
Yeah, I was like, you and Amari was like, what's her name again?
Amira,
sorry. It's Spitting No Shade. I've been sipping and it's Spitting No Shade. That's my girl. Shout out to her. T-Bit Mira B. Is she still doing that?
I don't think she's still doing that.
Oh no. Well, you know what? Wait a minute, hold on. This is taking a turn, but we had a good time though.
Yeah, we did. Shout out to her.
Yeah. So Lamark and I know each other from working at Intercom, which is now Odyssey. Not trying to, throw too many names out there, but we worked together as coworkers. And I feel like we were able to build that foundation. We both had a love for radio. I had my show in Harlem at the time. I had just moved to New York. Then boom, pandemic. And he was still doing his thing. He moved to Atlanta. But when he decided to do Lamark After Dark, he included me. And those episodes went really well. And then coming into season 2, you hit me with do you want to join in? The people loved you. So I was like, of course. And I think it's been a challenging experience in the fact that like I come to this straight after work. So my mind is like switching gears. And I feel like coming here, sometimes I forget how passionate I am about being in this lane, but you always remind me of that because you always bring me back. So I feel like it's been a great experience. We've grown a lot. We've learned how to communicate even better as friends and as people who work together. And I think it's just a dope experience. And I love how people have connected with what we've created and what we talk about and who we bring on. And I think it's just been a super dope experience. And I'm definitely very, very grateful for it, for sure.
Oh, that's nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Wow. I feel like Lamark After Dark I feel like the Fresh Movement was like my baby. I feel like Lamark After Dark was something that I just did because they wanted me to do something. As far as like my people like in my ear, but then I kind of just like made it my baby, but not like that, but just like I kind of gave up on radio and just entertainment as a whole when I moved back from Atlanta because I just felt like that was just a shit show. And yeah, I was gonna be a therapist, so I got a therapist job, and that was just shitty. And but then I got the job at iHeart like right around the same time, so I was like, maybe this is a sign to like keep pushing. And from there, I got to shout out to Maxwell. He was on the show.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a good talk.
Yeah, but he's awesome.
He was dope. He's been super helpful in like getting me in the build in the meetings where I need to be, and just really helpful. And even shout out to DJ Self. He's been really cool too.
Really?
Behind the
That's
scenes.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
so shout out to him.
Nice.
That's great.
So it's been cool. Just be able to. I met a lot of people that just are shitty that we're not gonna talk about right now.
Listen, if you work in this industry, then no matter which company you work for, you run across them. So.
I had sex with my first celebrity.
Oh,
we're not gonna go deep into that because something happened with that. And yeah. So a lot.
Real
yeah. We're gonna leave that alone.
Let me take a sip.
Yeah.
I feel like the DJ Beanz is gonna bring that.
I get turned on easily. It don't take nothing to get me turned on. So I'm turned on now, and now I'm just okay.
It just
I mean, we got boobs out, and I'm just on fire here. Like
I love it. I mean, listen, that would make sense.
I wish him the best. It was what it was. And we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you because before Lamark After Dark started, we talked about it, and you kind of floated around the conception and the idea. So to see you actually bring it, like you are a person that if you're going to do something, you're going to do it. You know what I mean? And it's very entrepreneurial. Hope I'm saying that right, but it's also very like commendable. You know what I mean? And so I love this pair. Like I said, it's just a joy. I'm a fan of the show first and foremost.
Oh,
like,
we never had a fan come. Like, that was so nice. That's so nice.
So anyway,
thank you. That means so
and I'm turned on. So
listen.
Oh wait, no, that was the
big bar for the after party.
Okay,
after
I'm ready for the after dark. Okay.
I had a what was I gonna say? I just wanted to thank you both for being part of my different adventures. I appreciate that because you guys are both in 2 different chapters of my life. Stuff like you guys have seen 2 different sides of Lamark, and I'm just trying to grow, be stronger, and hopefully season 3 we have to really figure that out. But I'm hoping we come out there swinging.
Yeah.
But please, season 3, like when it's cold, that's when y'all get it because like Dad needs a break.
Right.
Because ever since I moved back, I've been on fire, and I feel like I need to to really slow down and like really get to know myself outside the fucking camera. Like, which I don't see is like the depression, the fucking life shit. Like, I lost 2 grandparents in a 6-month span.
Yeah.
So it's just really fucking difficult. And life is really on my ass sometimes. So I just need a chance to just kind of reflect and, thank God. But also stream my song. It should be out by now. So make sure you guys stream that.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Can you tell us more about the song?
Yes.
It's rap. It's me talking my shit. And
you wanna dive into any specifics about the shit talk?
No, it's just a freestyle. It's just a freestyle.
Okay.
So probably on SoundCloud. Because I'm not getting the rights for that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's not loud on the floor anymore because that beat didn't match my tone.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's just a little cute little.
Well, I'm ready for it.
It's
We
out.
have to hop on a song.
I'm not a
Like, we
rapper
have
though.
to-
You're a rapper. I
Yeah,
don't.
but we have to hop on the song though because we've been talking about it for a minute. So
It could be some
whatever.
real shady
Just
shit.
send me the record, right?
Okay, I'll maybe the remix.
Yeah.
Send me the record.
Ooh, a remix.
Let's talk. But you know what? But you touched on depression and things like that. And let me just again give you your flowers because I moved to Tulsa. So for those that are watching, in the journalism world and that kind of, New York being the #1 market, you have to leave and work somewhere else and get your feet wet. And so, I got hired at a station in Tulsa. So I left New York City to go to Tulsa. And, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I was told I did not have the right voice to be on air, believe it or not. But I tell you what, before we even get into that drama, Lamark has been really good with like checking in. Hey, how are you? You good? And vice versa. And so, and sometimes I have my moments where I'm like, I'm not good, King. You know what I mean? Or sometimes he'll have his moments like, yeah, I'm not either. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's check on your friends, man. Check on your friends. So I am moving back to New York, so I'm excited to be back.
Yay.
But check on your friends though, definitely.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see.
I'm gonna take that like a pat on the
Right.
ass.
He already said he's turned
I'm
on.
trying to
sorry,
on,
I'm sorry,
and
I'm sorry,
everything
I'm
is
sorry.
come
Making it
on.
work.
I'm sorry.
He knows what he's doing. Don't let him play with you.
Who, Lamar?
Yes.
Wow. You know what? Ian, I try. And you catch me.
I do.
And I don't like it.
Look.
Even the last episode, like I'll say something like I'll do something like kind of like just in my own mind, but then she'll catch it. And it's just like it's not fun anymore.
Listen.
You can't get shit past me, Lord.
And everybody, and we're drinking. So shout out to not shout out to them, not
This
sponsoring us.
is Jesus juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Only
Spiritual
Holy
water.
Spirit.
So question of the night.
Yes.
What has been the most toxic relationship in your life?
Mhm.
Ooh. Ooh. Just you see how that my mouth salivated.
Oh.
Well, you know what? Let me not say that because I got things going on now. But I will say that my favorite Jay from Brooklyn was definitely the most toxic situation I've ever been in. Now that I look back, I dealt with that person for like 2 years on and off. And the naivety of me to think that eventually something would work and not just understand that this person was just dragging me along as long as they could.
Yeah.
Who's gonna give up good pussy?
Period.
Wait, was that the guy that met the guy with the situation?
Yes. Yes. The one
Now
in the
he had a
military.
situation- Oh, now he's in the military.
Oh, well, you know what? He don't be watching this. So
Period.
I helped somebody achieve their goal of getting into the Air Force.
Oh, that's great.
I wouldn't say like, oh, I'm the person who helped you do it, but like I feel like I really helped play a part, and I feel like that person acknowledges that I did help them do what they wanted to do. I feel like when we were good, but he never respected or appreciated me. Like
Fuck him.
when it comes all the way down to it.
Yeah.
Like the core of it. Not that he was ever disrespectful to me outright, but just everything overall. And I was like, so if that person wanted to be with me at any moment, I would have been ready for it, but then come to realize like that wasn't the right person for me. Like long term, we would not have been compatible because we're very different in ways that are important.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't have worked. And I'm glad it didn't, because now I feel like I'm in a better place, a better space. I've dated other people. Then I stopped dating for quite a while and just really collected myself. Haven't been in a long-term relationship in years. So I'm always collecting myself, really.
So let me ask you, I think number one, how long ago was this relationship with this person?
Situation ended the end of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did you learn?
I learned how to listen to my intuition more. I learned to just really accept when you're just not what somebody wants. Like people will play in your face all the time, but their actions will show you how they really feel. And I feel like his actions never lined up with like what I knew I deserved and wanted. And in order to get what you deserve and what you want, you have to let go of those things. I was looking over red flags. I learned how to not look over the red flags anymore. Really acknowledge that and be like, damn, I might like this person, but they're not for me.
So let me ask you, these red flags, were they something that were always red flags for you, or was it something that you kind of developed? Like, did you walk away from the situation saying, okay, moving forward, these are my red flags?
I think he helped me develop. It's hot in here, y'all. I think he helped me develop, like, knowing, okay, this is a red flag for me, because I would ignore certain things. Like, I would think it's not okay, but I would think it's more acceptable. Like, oh, if he, I don't know where, stop talking to me because he's dealing with somebody else, that doesn't work out, but he wants to come back to me. Like, I would think like, oh, okay, well, maybe like he, you know, has realized how great I am. No, that nigga just want to fuck. You're his favorite fuck, and he knows that you're down for him. Niggas that know that, they're going to drag you along. Don't be that girl. If it doesn't align with you, be boss enough to walk away, because it's just so much better. Oh, thank you. am I looking real funny?
No, I just and I feel like he was like, you guys were getting moist.
You want one? I have
no, it's totally fine.
There's two.
No, you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, you see, I'm standing still. I'm like,
I'm
trying not to move too much. I'm like,
you know what's crazy? I'm not hot.
I'm like, don't focus
because
on it.
I don't think because the light
is not really like, oh, the light's not on me today.
No,
it's on us.
It's
baby.
I'm good, baby. Right. So you know what? But that's interesting. And so it, for him, it sounded maybe like it was purely physical, right? And so it wasn't like a give and take thing. Now, my question for you is, when you entered into the relationship, was it physical only, and then you wanted it to be more, or did you kind of go into it with the idea that, you know, it was going to be romanticism?
Yeah. Okay, because here's the thing. You know how guys start off all great, like they woo you, like the dates, like at the time that had been one of the best dates I ever had. Like it was just so like different, and I was new to New York, so I'm new to like, and that's another thing too, like knowing my naivety to like how things work up here. I think he was just very smart about that, and you know, he wooed me, and I'm not gonna lie, he's to this day.
I'm turned on. Be careful.
To this day, like he's still a top for me. Like I'm not saying he's a bad person, but he definitely had his manipulative ways. Looking back, I was gaslighted a lot, and I didn't realize what that really was. Like telling somebody like, oh, but we aren't even together, but we're doing everything like we are. You know, like that kind of vibe. In the beginning, his ex was still kind of in his life. I didn't really understand that dynamic, but then like stepping back and realizing like, oh, this nigga was still, you know, like he was just very involved with other people, and just did not appreciate me as a person overall.
Well, I feel like we had the same type of situation during the same time.
Yeah.
And they met.
That's crazy. They met. The ghetto. It's okay. I still have nothing but love for him. I wish him the best. He can't. Every time he comes back, he definitely tries to see me. There's been a couple times where I've been like, no. But the last time I felt like was very respectful. He brought I'm very into like matching sets or whatever. So he brought me one of those sets. Like you know how in the military you get a uniform, it's like a badge of honor. Yeah. It's almost like he was thanking me for my service. Oh, so like I fuck with you. Thank you. Like I'm gonna always fuck with you. I'm sorry that I wasn't what you needed me to be, kind of thing. So that's why I respect. Yeah, I respect him, and like I really wish him the best, and I know he's gonna do great things, but I'm really happy to move on.
So no more chances for him? No.
Oh, no. We're good. We're good. I'm in a different place. I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, mine's gonna go to hell.
Oh,
go to hell.
Yeah, Lamarck's is a little different.
Ooh, yeah, but
is he still with the person he cheated on you with?
Ooh.
I thought they would break up by now.
I don't know.
No,
I'm blocked.
No shade if you're watching this.
I'm blocked because I would beat his ass. So I don't know.
Wait, what's going on?
You don't know what happened?
No.
Okay, run him a quick summary. Or you want me to do it?
What's going on?
Okay, so I was dating a guy. He had a girlfriend. I didn't know until after he had sex. But at that point, like, bitch, I like you too. So now we have a whole situation. Breaks up with the girlfriend, gets with me. Whole lot of great stuff happened, but he's still a piece of shit. He tells me he cheated on me the day after his birthday, after this whole big surprise thing.
I remember that day.
he cheated by a kiss,
Mhm.
and we recorded that day. That's when I think I remember us, me, you, and Amira in the fucking because I was in the hotel that day, and we still did the show. Damn, I be on my shit. Even though I'm heartbroken, I still did the fucking show.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Professionalism.
he came back. It was just a kiss, and all my friends were like, no, he just kissed somebody. Like it's not that bad. I don't know. I don't really know what you said, Chelsea. I forgot. But anyway, whatever. We got back together. It was what it was. I was moving to Atlanta, and we had to kind of break up anyway. So, but he was still hanging out with the guy that he cheated on me with. I gave him an ultimatum. He picked the other guy. I moved to Atlanta. It was what it was. I came back, had sex with him, just let the other guy know, like, bitch, don't play me. And then it got too messy. His ex reached out to me and said that he was cheating on me the whole time we were together. So then and then the ex that cheated on, like, was in the picture the whole time. So I was like, I'm gonna beat his ass because it seems like he's getting comfortable.
Yeah.
So
he was playing everybody.
And it was what it was. I don't really wish him the best because that's really lying. But I think that I feel like, to answer the toxic relationship, I think I have the most toxic relationship with myself. I think that I allow dumb shit because of things that I've gone through in my life. I think that's what I'm supposed to get. And I don't know my worth in certain areas. So I think the toxic relationship with myself has been the most, whether it's with friends, whether it's with men, whether it's with just picking up fucking garbage juice. I think that I have to want better for myself if I want, a happier outcome. So yeah, I'm reading this book called Atomic Habits, and it's actually really helping me with just certain things and just in life. But that's the all grand scheme of things. Like, I don't have no bad blood towards anybody because hate is a strong word. But can you fuck? Can I the way you handled that was kind of shitty. But I also feel like I shouldn't have allowed certain things to happen.
So you know what my situation. Before I get into my situation, just my 2 cents in yours. You met him when he had a girlfriend. You got with him when he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So you should have already known.
Get him while you lose him. But I didn't know he had a girlfriend until we had sex. So after we had sex.
That's true.
No, right. Okay, but the point is, even then,
yeah,
you lose them. You
get them how you lose them.
How you get them, or how
you
know, say the same way you got them, it's the same way you lose them.
Yeah.
Right? You should have already known that. Obviously, when you found out that he already had a girlfriend, that he had cheating tendencies.
Yeah.
Which is, and I'm not trying to victim blame over
no.
but just in my head, I'm going, okay, well, damn, if I'm getting you and you got a bitch, what makes me think, and I think that's what we all would do, right? We all want to be the one that's gonna change somebody, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so, but again, you met him, it was physical, which I dig that. I'm still turned on. But then I'm just gonna be turned on all night. But then you found out he had a girlfriend and you proceeded to go with it.
Yeah.
What was when you found out he had a girlfriend, what was your reaction like?
That is a good question. I never asked you that.
He said he was dumping her, and he did. So he did dump her. I asked for the proof. She had to leave and everything. They were living together. And I saw the whole her name off the list and everything. It was a whole thing.
So what made you want to engage in a relationship with him? Was the sex just good? Did you what made you want to
the sex was very good, but I think that it was just I never had the attention from a guy that I got from him in certain ways. I thought I was in love with my first ex that you both know, that we're gonna leave that alone. Okay. I thought that was love, but that was just college love. I think with him is real love. Cause we really underneath the bullshit, we had got to know each other. We did dance battles, we did dumb fun shit. Shit that I don't do with any just body. So and I think he never had a boyfriend before. So it was just a lot of firsts for both of us.
So you really allowed him to truly be himself.
Yeah. Even through the drugs.
Yeah.
What?
Mark, please. Anyway, so it just was what it was. We're not gonna
cocaine or Little Mary Jane.
When we were together, it was just I think shrooms and weed.
Oh, okay. So not real drugs. We're talking.
She said I'm real drugs.
Natural, organic things.
But when he got with the guy, he started doing coke. So
yeah, we're just gonna
moving on. Shout out to him. Be a cokehead. Do your thing, buddy. Because I don't see your music on the radio. You sing.
All right, DJ.
Oh, right.
I didn't know some of that.
when it comes to relationships and toxicity, at least romantic relationships, I'm always the toxic person, so it helps. No,
Gracious. First of all, what's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, you're all for self. God,
But you know
damn
what?
it.
You know what?
Aquarians are just
You know
very
what? Okay.
self into themselves.
We are, and you know what? And I think, first of all, I just want to preface this by apologizing to all my exes, because it's I'm not bragging about hurting anybody or putting anybody through hell, but I put a lot of them through some things, and because for me, I was always just trying to figure out, like, okay, do I have a problem with monogamy, or is this person just not the one? And I think I spent a lot of time just going from person to person saying, okay, it's not me, I'm cheating on you because it's it's you. You're just not the one that I'm going to settle down with.
You cheat on everybody?
On all my exes, every single one of them. And it was just and it, I remember there was this one situation, and if I call my girl Tuki up, you know what? You missed. I gotta call my girl Tuki up. Shout out my girl Tuki. Lamark, you should have met Tuki when she was here last time.
Tuki sound like she got a big booty.
Tuki do got a big booty. Tuki do got a big booty.
Okay, what's up, Tuki?
I know that's right.
I was saying this, but I remember I called Tuki one night because I went to a sex party.
Okay. Oh, see, that's where you had her fucked up.
And what I'm saying, and I was in the lobby, I guess, of the sex party. Now, this particular sex party, now the relationship with my ex and I at the time, we were just like trying to figure out what was going on. But I did the whole, okay, babe, I'm going to bed, like, I'll speak to you soon kind of thing, kind of, because we had already broken up, but we were still trying to, like, we were in that kind of purgatory phase where it's just like, you know what I mean? So anyway,
so you sent a good night text and went to get.
So listen, I'm at this sex party. I'm at this sex party because I had a friend that I was trying to. He was like, "Hey, let's go." I was like, "Okay, yeah, sure." And so in this particular sex party, all participants have to be nude. Like, you can't be, in the function with like your shorts on, your underwear on, whatever the case may be. Only time that you're dressed is when you're coming in the function, right? You're buzzed in the whole nine. That's the only time you're dressed, right?
Where do you leave your clothes at?
They have bags.
They have bags.
No, I've never. I've never been yet. You know what? This is about DJ Beanz. This is about DJ Beanz.
See, go ahead, baby. I've been invited, but I never took the bait.
You know what? I think it's a great experience. And we can talk about sex party safety, another time. Or another episode,
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. So I'm in the sex party, and now I'm in the lobby, right? So I'm butterball naked, and I'm talking to a fella, and now I'm about to get his number. Who walks through the door?
Tuki?
No.
Probably the ex.
Oh,
the ex walked through the door. And he claims that he came because one of his friends saw me there and called him. And so he said that he came to confirm if I was there or not. Needless to say, he saw me, he walked out, stormed out. I'm like trying to put clothes. I mean, it was just, and again, I'm a very sex positive person. And so, these, sex positive spaces, I'm all for. But again, I mean, it just, I think that was the last time. First of all, he is my last ex, and that was about maybe a year or two ago. I have just not engaged in a relationship because I'm just so scared to hurt somebody. You know what I mean? And for me, because I still don't know if, like, okay, am I just a polyamorous person? Like, what do I need? Do I need hall passes? Like, will I ever have a traditional relationship? A one-on-one relationship? What is it? And that's been my last relationship. But every ex I've stepped out on. I'm the toxic one. I'm the. And listen, like we talked about it at the top of the show. I said I am pro cheating, right? And what I mean by that, just to delve into that briefly, is because we're human beings of a sexual nature. I just always said, don't bring me back nothing. You know what I mean? If you want to step out, you want to have a good time, you know, every now and then, just protect yourself. Don't bring me back nothing. Your body does not belong to me. My body does not belong to you. And if you do see a fella that you're like, look, I want to parlay, I want to play, and, for whatever reason, I'm not around, or, maybe it's just a quickie, like, that's fine. You know what I mean? Because, it's you and I, and I've always been the type to be able to separate sex and love. You know what I'm saying? I could love you all day, but that doesn't mean that I have to have sex with you either. You get what I'm saying? And so, I'm still trying to figure out who I am, what type of relationship I want, what type of relationship I require. But I've just always been the toxic one.
Can I ask, have you had any positive examples of relationships in your life growing up?
No.
Okay, so do you think some of that stems from not even knowing what that looks like, aside from not necessarily knowing fully what you want?
Girl, don't make me pack up this shit. Don't make me get my bag and leave right now. No.
Listen, as a mutual friend,
you know what? No. That's a good point. That's a good point. And I have never seen my dad, bless his soul, in a loving, committed relationship. He was always a womanizer, and then he caught faith again, and then it was focus on the faith towards the end of his life. But growing up, I was just always in the seat, the passenger seat, and see him try to holler at women. My mom definitely was more on the stable side with relationships, but it was a lot of arguing. It was a lot of arguing, and we being, I guess, a little bit too grown for my age, but being like, you need to leave him, and so. And her last serious relationship of 8 years, the guy proposed to her and then took back his proposal. And that hurt my mom deeply. You know what I mean? And so, and I don't want to, because what I want to do is answer your question and give it the validity it deserves, because I do think that plays a part, but I don't want to put it all on that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to make excuses, is what I'm saying. But to answer your question, no. Like, I've just, and right, if that's played a part. I also think that access to sex also played a part. Growing up, I felt very unattractive, and so when I started to develop sexiness and the promiscuity, just kind of because it was like, oh, I'm attractive now, like I'm desirable now, and I think kind of standing in that and feeling like, okay, if I get into a relationship, what I'm saying, that's just no more fun for me, right? Or the desirability from others is not going to be as potent as it is now, you know what I mean? And so I definitely try to diagnose it sometimes, but
and you take accountability, so that's dope.
Yeah.
All right, so just to wrap this up.
This got deep for no reason.
That's how we do.
Any toxic traits that you have that you want to overcome? I feel like DJ Beanz kind of like gave us an essay on his.
I don't know, y'all, because like I've been saying this the past couple episodes, and even when we did the interview with the 25 and over club, like, I'm therapied up. Well, currently not in it, but I was for quite a while, for some months, and I'm always trying to do the self work. So I know the things that I'm working on, and I know the things I could do better, but I'm conscious of it. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a red flag. And like, going into new situations, dating and getting to know new people and stuff like that, I'm very forthcoming with like how I feel about things, ways that I have about myself. So I would say I'm just cognizant about what things I could work on. And I don't know, I'm sure somebody else might think I have a red flag, I don't know, but I'm just always trying to be as self-aware as possible for myself and the people around me, especially the people I care about, that I want to be with. So I would have to ask somebody else, like, what did you consider a red flag? I think, like, if I was to, so the last person that shout out to Thomas, the last person that I think that might be able to tell me some red flags about myself would be him, because that's someone who I was dating, that I had the opportunity to be with. And I think because I was so unemotionally available, but I didn't realize that I was emotionally unavailable. And I don't feel like I was being what he needed me to be, so I would say that at the time was a red flag, but I was just not in the best place with myself.
I have like 5.
Yeah. We want to know.
We love a self-aware king.
Seeking validation that from others that I just don't need. I think expecting me from other people. I also think friends, I think that I expect too much from friends. And I think that that is a red flag in itself because I guess from family and relationships, happiness. Like I can't expect happiness from no motherfucking body but myself.
Right.
So I need to work on that for myself and figure out what makes me happy and not seek happiness in other things because they're like your job is not to make me fucking happy.
I used to kind of be that way too with having a bit of more expectations from my friends. And the older we get, I was like, oh, I cannot do that.
Yeah.
There's so much life going on.
Yeah. So just to fucking live. Like who the fuck cares? I care way too much. Way too fucking much. So those are things I'm working on.
Okay, awesome. Yeah. Those are valid things.
Yeah.
I agree.
Right, let's get right into Lamarck's corner because we are.
Come on.
Time is.
Oh yeah, time is ticking, baby.
Lamarck's corner, where I answer all the questions you guys send me, advice, shade, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Have you ever been crazy in love?
Crazy in love? No. Actually, have I ever been in love? I thought I was in love with my high school sweetheart. I was not. So no, I never been crazy in love. But I might be soon. I don't know.
Oh.
I hope so.
Do you want to be crazy in love?
Not crazy in love, but I do want to be in love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well said. Well said.
Don't do that. Well
said. I'm gonna keep it cute.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna keep it cute.
Right, he don't want to spill your tea now.
I don't think I've been crazy. I mean, I've done drive-bys and I've done pop-ups and I've done like I'll beat your ass like that. So maybe that's a little crazy.
Oh, you know what? When my ex broke up with me and I found out that everybody knew what was going on but me, I called 5 or 6 of his closest friends, like on 10. Like, motherfucker, you knew and you ain't say shit to me. Like, I called everybody. And I'm pretty sure that got back to him that Chels called me wilding. I don't give a fuck. Because why did y'all, like, we were all mutual friends, you know what I'm saying? I get some people were closer to him, some people were closer to me, or whatever. But, like, I never want to be in a situation ever again where other people know more about what's going on in my relationship than me, or more about my breakup than me. That was fucked up. To this day, I don't know certain information that other people know. You know what I'm saying? And now he's engaged to whoever it was. I know who cheated on me, like off rip. So he's engaged to whoever that girl was.
Probably a Dorinda.
I'm not gonna speak on that because we have a lot of mutual people that probably are gonna watch this. I'm not saying nothing. I have no animosity towards him, towards who he's with, whatever. I've moved past that.
Well, I do, damn it.
But
I do.
That I will never put myself in that situation ever again. Like that's why I don't tell people about like what I have going on because I just don't trust that. Yeah.
DJ Beanz.
Fair. Have I ever been crazy? I've been enamored. I've been infatuated, but I don't think I've even really been in love. Right? I think I've been just enamored, very infatuated. Like I want you, real
bad.
Which I guess begs the question: how do you know you're in love? Like what have you guys experienced that? I mean, what?
I think when you put their needs before yours.
When you put their needs before yours. Yeah, no. So I've been infatuated. Yeah.
I don't know, but I feel like sometimes I do that with people I care about in general, and I'm not in love with them. Sometimes I'm able to put myself aside to help somebody else.
A lot of people cannot.
That's true. That's just in my nature. Okay, yeah, you're right. But I wouldn't say that. Maybe like for your version of being in love. I don't know. I think for me, it's gonna be a feeling. Like I'm gonna know. I just be knowing shit. My intuition is very deep, and I just know when somebody's for me and when somebody's not. And these are things that I used to ignore in the past. I don't do that anymore.
Good.
So,
what's the better sex? Toxic, ex, or in love?
In love.
Same.
In love. Toxic, it feels good in the moment, but once you leave off of that, you already know, like, am I even going to hear from them tomorrow? You know, like that. Who wants to feel that way? Yeah. And then ex, it's like, this is going nowhere. This is cyclical.
They know your body.
Yeah, but they do know your body. But it's going nowhere.
I'm gonna say it really is a tie between toxic and ex for me. Like,
I know you were gonna say that.
I love taboo sex. Like I love, like we know we shouldn't be doing this sex.
Right. It feels edgy.
Right. It feels like very like, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? But keep doing it.
You are so spicy.
I'm just all day. It's just like so. I'm sorry. I want to choose it in love. It's great. As you cuddle after.
No, I mean it's honest. You're being honest.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I've
Everybody's
had sex before and I've felt so dirty after. Have you guys ever had that? Be just like, oh, I can't believe it.
I've had an occasion where like I hadn't gotten some for a while, and then I gave in to like, you know, advances to somebody who had been wanting me for a while, but I knew I didn't really want that person. And you know when it just don't feel right, and you're like, oh, I should have just used my rose.
Right.
I didn't do this. I have a whole plethora of toys. What am I doing?
Speaking of rose, next question: Is masturbating every day an addiction?
I think if you do it every day, like consistently, but to do it every day is a healthy thing. Because I mean, I would want to, if I had a partner, I'd want to be with them every day sexually if I could.
I don't know. I feel like low key is addiction because I can go back to back to back, and I think one time it was 3, and I was like, "This is wild."
I've had those days before too. I think, you know, and I think anything could be an addiction really, but I think to diagnose it as an addiction really requires more of an objective view. Like if you're like at work and you're taking breaks to masturbate, then
that's
you need help, baby. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? If it stands in the way of normal day-to-day functions, we need a little bit of help. But,
I was the first second part, the normal functions thing. I don't do that. Like my business is, but at work, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. I don't know who watches.
I can remember that. I'm about to say, look, if it's a cry for help, that's all right. We get you some help now. But I've had moments where I'm just like, I can't keep my hands off. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what's going on? But yeah.
Okay. Next question: Do you feel like your mental health is something you should be discussed with your friends and significant others?
Yeah, depending on the relationship, you should always be able to openly talk with people you care about what's going on with you mentally. That's a part of the relationship.
I struggle with that sometimes.
And that,
why do you struggle with it sometimes?
I feel like sometimes people don't care.
Or they're judgmental about it, or it's like, oh, here you go again.
I don't want to be the sad bitch all the time. So it's just like sometimes I'd rather just suffer by myself. But then like that doesn't help either.
Right.
So
I feel you, because I'm the opposite. I'm very isolating. Like when I'm going through something or I don't feel like talking to people or whatever. Like I'd rather just be by myself than talk to somebody about how I feel. But
I'm also bad, but people know when they hurt me too. Like I let a bitch hurt me. I'm just like, oh, it's fine, but it's not fine. And then now, like I'm triggered, and now like it's 8 months you haven't heard from me because I already shelved you. And like now, but in their mind, I'm the villain because I'm just not returning your calls. But you're already the villain in my eyes.
Right.
So it's so many people that can say that I'm the villain because of how I acted, because of what they did, but I never expressed to them that they hurt my feelings. Because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just being a sensitive bitch. But then it's just like, no, but you are entitled to your feelings, and fuck out of here. Like my feelings are, valid. So. I don't know. It was what it was.
I understand.
Yeah. So, I talked about that with whole so because I called DJ Beanz about that. So Chelsea was the only person that got me something for my birthday.
Yes, we did talk about that. Shout out to my girl Chelsea. We did talk about that. And and it's so funny because I was actually going to talk to you about that. Off air. I was gonna, see, the update.
Still nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? So you don't talk to any of them?
No, we talk. I think that day was just a lot.
Okay.
Chelsea was there, so I guess she can give her like input on. No, it was just a lot. It was a lot, and it just hurt my feelings with certain things. So that's just that.
No, it is disappointing, especially when you know that you would do it for other people. You know what I'm saying? And particularly, I'm a friend that I don't need a gift. But but what I'm gonna do though for you is I'm gonna cash app you, and I'm gonna give you. Look, everybody's pocket is different. I'm going to give you $50, if anything. You know what I mean? And that's
nice gift.
Right. And that's my love to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's going to hurt me if I do it for you and you don't do it for me.
That part I can definitely agree with. I do see where Lamark is coming from on how you felt in the situation, but I also see the other side of like that person did know the time and did know the location, even though what we were doing was fairly like open-ended kind of,
right?
But they were with a different group of people and the time kind of got offhand, but they still showed up. I feel like it's one thing if the person didn't show up at all, but they still showed up and couldn't get in, and I know that was still disappointing because that's a person that's very close to you, but also like that person has always shown up, you know.
Yeah, no,
and I get it. It's like I just need you to be there for that one day. Like that's understandable, but they are human. They aren't perfect. They're in a new situation and environment where things are changing for them, and they're acclimating themselves. And they don't. That's not a person that ever means you any harm.
No, and I don't think it's
you
any.
know?
It was malice intent.
Yeah.
I just my feelings were just hurt.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's just it's what it is.
I
But,
think just. It's more important to focus on who was there and the good time that we did have, because I had a great time at the pier. I thought it was great, and I can't wait until next year if I'm still in New York.
I feel like I left to help, and then it just was. Anyway, it was what it was. Last question: what are your key qualities you need for a healthy relationship?
Open communication.
Open communication.
I need humor.
Yes.
I need good fucking sex.
Yes, I was gonna say that next. I just didn't want to say that first, but that is so important. I need to be able to have like a connection with you romantically and sexually.
Just passion.
Passion.
Just feel me and I feel you.
I need a passion riot, baby. I'm a Leo. We burn bright.
Oh, it's Leo season.
It's about to be.
No, right when this airs, it's Leo season.
Oh, it will be. Oh my God, yeah. I'm at the top of the season too.
You know what? I love communication, good sex. I love someone that is open-minded.
Open-minded.
You know, I don't think we require that enough. Or I'll put it in terms to me, like to have a partner that is open-minded isn't such an underrated thing, because they say, well, you should get a partner that's equally yoked. And no, I don't. It to an extent, but I love an open-minded, like. Yeah, sure. You know what I mean? And it's not even like they have to agree with everything that I do. That's not being open-minded. That's being a yes man.
Yeah.
I just love the exchange of ideas, right? I love maybe I'll try it, maybe I won't. This is why I won't. I love maybe this is not for me, but if you want to do it, go ahead. Like, it's so liberating to have an open-minded person. And that's why, and I don't know if we can, well, I'm gonna try it anyway. That's why Keke Palmer and her baby daddy didn't work out.
They broke up?
They broke up.
Oh man.
That brother was not, first of all, he was into, first we can just name a bevy of reasons, but you know what? He wasn't an open-minded brother. You know what I'm saying? Because Mom, I'm the type of man, I'm gonna tell you, put your leg on Usher. I'm gonna say shake that ass on Usher.
Keke didn't do a damn thing.
She didn't do anything wrong, right? But see, that's what I'm saying. That's why I like be open-minded. It's when you have a partner that's like, you know what I'm saying? Imagine if he was like, yeah, babe, that's Usher. I would have did the same shit. You know, I would have did. You know what I'm saying? Like cute shit like that. And it goes back to what you said about humor. Because I love humor, but I love an open-minded person.
Yeah. And then you can learn so much from them too. And then they just open you up, like,
teach me something.
Right. How valuable is that? You're so right. I love that. That's so true.
Shout out to Keke. We need her on the show.
Oh yeah. Manifesting it for season
That's
3.
somebody who started a podcast and I'm like, yes. Now
Monica.
This so gone. I love you, Monica. OG.
Okay, we have questions for every guest that we ask every person that comes here. So your love life, what's going on? DJ Beanz.
Oh, I'm like, who?
I feel like the rotation is heavy since you got back to the city, baby.
You know what? I'm back in the city. Ooh. And I've been communicating with, my exes, the ex I gave a narrative about earlier, we're on good terms.
Oh, that's good.
We're on good terms. And I appreciated that. And I told him, I said, look, thank you for letting me back in your life. I was really, because all my exes love me. I'm good friends with all of my exes. And that's because I have a good heart, even if maybe I wasn't coming from the right place in that moment. But to answer your question, right now, it is single. Right now, it is on the back burner while I figure out what's next steps for me professionally. It's like one of those things where, I have a brother that's courting me now. And very first phone call, I was like, look, I'm not the one for you. He's like, wait a minute, damn, I was like, look, I'm gonna let you know right now, I am not the one. You talk about all this soulmate stuff. I am not the brother. And he's like, look, let's just get to know each other. And it goes back to being open-minded. He's like, look, let's just have a good time. Let's just have a good journey.
That's the vibe.
Right. That's the vibe. You know what I mean? And so I'm open to that. But right now
Ain't nothing going on in that
Right.
apartment.
Freakiest thing you ever done?
Who? For me?
Mhm.
Oh my! I'm like,
This gonna be a-
oh my! Freakiest thing I ever done. Oh my goodness. Oh,
That you want to
ooh,
share
me.
publicly?
No, right. Freaky, because I want to be honest. Freakiest thing I ever done. Ooh, we. Oh, wow. Come back.
Favorite position?
That's a good one. Okay, favorite position. I love a ground and pound. I love a ground. So it's maybe when it's think about doggy, right? Think
Mhm.
about starting doggy and think about like finishing on your stomach.
Oh,
Like round and pound.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just the physics of it. When it's just,
Yeah.
when you in Pound Town,
Right, because what do
You
you
gonna
call
hit
it?
the
Right,
ground.
exactly. What do you call it when? Because like I said,
my pussy
it's
pink,
not
my booty hole brown.
well that too.
I hate that song.
Love it. I think Sexy Red is so great.
But no, so like I said, so think doggy and think just like somebody just on top of you, just pounding you, like drilling you,
Yeah,
like
so leg
ground and pound.
close.
Yeah,
Okay.
ground
Yeah.
and pound.
Oh,
I
no,
love a
that's
good ground
fire.
and pound.
Oh,
yeah.
that's ooh.
1 to 10, your freak number.
It's giving
1 to
10.
10. You know,
It's giving
yeah,
10.
baby, hold on. Oh, you know what? It's you know what I'm gonna say it's evolved, right? It's 7.5 right now, 7.5, 8, because I think there are, you know what? Because I like sex, but I still like vanilla sex. You know what I mean? So I like passionate sex. I like, you know what I mean? Just penetration, oral, masturbate, that whole thing. But it's vanilla in the sense that, there's no like extra fluids involved. There's no like leathers and whips and, paddles and, you know what I mean? Because it's sex. It's hot sex, right? It's chemistry. But it's still on that kind of vanilla surface. And this is not kink shaming anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just saying for me, I don't require much to have a good time. So I think what elevates it for me is just the simple fact is the drive and the fact that I can do it with multiple people watching, multiple people involved. Like I am a group participant, you know what they call what they call them when they give the participation trophies. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean?
You got a lot of stickers and trophies.
I got a lot of stickers and trophies.
Oh.
But
Freakiest
that's
thing,
what makes
though.
it vanilla for me. Freakiest thing. Okay, so we're back to freakiest thing. Freakiest thing I ever did. Freakiest thing. You know what I did? I had sex in my mom's bedroom. Is that it? I think that's it.
Okay.
I think that's it.
We're gonna.
So, you know what? If it is not in the house that we're in now, and so just for anybody that's watching, I don't know. Does it matter? Like, can I still get in trouble if it's not in the house?
Don't let your mom watch this.
Okay, right. I'm like,
just don't let her watch this.
I'm like, it's not recent.
Yeah. How old were you?
Sex in my mom's bedroom. How old was I? I had to be about 17, 18.
Okay.
About 8, yes. Anywhere between 17 to 19.
Okay.
And I remember, and this was back in the day, and maybe I was a little bit freakier when I was younger, but obviously she was at work, right? Now I can't have sex during the day. Can you guys have sex during the day?
Honey.
Absolutely.
I can't.
Wow.
You know what? I need it at night. You know what I'm saying? When the nighttime comes,
that's when your freak pop out.
That's when it pop out. But just it's 3:00 in the afternoon. Like it's like I can't. It's bright. There's kids outside playing. Like I cannot have sex during the day.
Oh, my pussy has no timer. So,
really?
yeah.
I can only have sex at night.
I respect that though.
I've been sexual at every studio I recorded at.
Oh,
maybe I should. I should edit that out.
Right. Oh, I'm like, wait a minute.
You know what? I'm not even going. That should be some.
On that note, you know what? Let's go right into
what the fuck happened this week.
Baby, what did happen?
I'm gonna take us completely off course, y'all.
That's good.
So, have you guys heard about this Carly Russell situation?
Yeah, the one that faked the kidnapping allegedly.
Who faked that she was abducted.
Yes.
Listen, girl, let me tell you something. We are in a we have a plethora of things going on in this world. And one thing that we definitely do have going on, we even spoke about it in our other interview that you guys will see prior to this. Sex trafficking and kidnapping is a real fucking thing.
Yes.
There's real people out here missing. And you telling me to get the attention of some probably got a pull back ass nigga that you decided to pull off this whole thing that you were being abducted or that you got abducted, but somehow you were safely let go and sent to freedom back to your crib. Just out of nowhere.
Allegedly.
When there's right. Oh, sorry. Let me say allegedly. When there's people out there that have real situations going on, there's people who really go missing and don't make it back home. Black women are already at the bottom of society's totem pole. When things happen to us, we can scream and holler as much as we want.
Mhm.
Nobody is really listening. It's
Like
like an
Megan.
echo in an empty room.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like when things like that happen, you're out here crying wolf, it makes it even harder for people that have real situations going on. And I just really had to speak on that.
Yeah.
Because I was really rooting for the fact that she got back home safely. Something happened to this girl. People were raising money. You have the feds on your case. When there's so many people missing, how, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's so vital that you had such important influences really out here trying to help your family.
Yeah.
And you just played America.
So let me ask you,
What happened to the next Black girl that really goes missing?
and that was my point. I was going to say, how do you think that this will affect the next search for the missing Black?
That search
young
is going to be
lady?
real lackadaisical unless there's power behind it. There's pressure behind it from
Or
the
footage
people.
of homegirl getting like taken. or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's going to be like just hearing and seeing the messages that she sent to that girl, just belittling whatever girl that the guy moved on to or was dealing with or whatever. Like, it was just so disgusting how she could just have that mindset. Mind you, this is somebody who was a part of organizations that stand for such important things. She was in nursing school, apparently flunked out, and that was one of the reasons.
She's an AKA too.
Yeah, that's what I didn't want to say the name of the organization, but she's a part of. Yeah,
Shouts of fraternities and sororities. I can shout out fraternity.
One of my best friends is a part of that sorority, and that's not the kind of woman she is. You know what I'm saying? So I just. Oh, it grinds my gears. How do y'all feel about it?
Honey, I was going through my own life. So is it Carly?
Carly.
Honey, I was like, look, sweetie, like I have enough going on. So I didn't even really give it that much time of the day. If I'm being completely honest with you.
You know what? I was telling somebody today, it reminds me of our generation of Tawana Rousley. Remember the young lady from the 90s, and she claimed she was kidnapped and gang-ard. I'm not going to say the word. And they wrote the N-word on her body. And
oh my God,
Tawana Rousley. I don't remember Tawana Rousley.
No, I gotta Google her.
Yeah, so it's a young lady from, I'm gonna say the 80s, 90s, kind of in that era. She faked her own kidnapping, and she said that she was gang assaulted, and that they'd written the N-word on her body with feces.
Why'd she go so far with it?
Right. What kind of mental health?
They had Al Roker out here in the cameras hollering everything, and meanwhile she made it up, and so and I'm probably butchering her last name, but if you look up Tawana Rousley, one of those, I don't think it happened in Florida at the time, and forgive me obviously once in post editing, forgive me post editing if you guys there's some information.
No, it's fine. It probably was Florida,
but it reminds me of that situation, and it's just, it is a cry for help. So before I fully assessing the situation, I want the mental health of this young lady assessed, and but I do believe though that this was a false, not a false charge, but what do they call it? Because if you call 911 right now and you say something is happening and it's not, you could get charged for that.
Absolutely. That's a it's not a felony, but it's a misdemeanor or something like that. Like I'm pretty sure there's a fine, like you may have to do a little bit of time.
And so I think that in this case, if allegedly it comes out that okay, this whole thing was staged or she staged it, I do hope she gets charged obviously to the fullest extent of the law. Or if not, she sees she's dealt with appropriately,
right,
and fairly. But
I'm not saying
it's just,
like
it's sad.
Throw her away and
I'm not saying
throw her in the jail and throw away the key. But I'm like, Black people and Black women have been through a fucking enough. Okay. If you have some mental health issues going on, if you have some personal issues going on with whoever you're dealing with, there's different ways to go about it. And you have a plethora of resources that could have helped you.
Yeah.
You are a college student involved in a very large organization. You have access to so many people that would have been able to sit down and really help you with whether it's you're flunking out of school, you can't afford it, you want to get back into nursing school, you can't. There's other ways, there's other alternatives. You know what I'm saying? To feel like you had to go that far. What about the next Black girl after you that really has some shit happen to her?
Yeah.
Like, I can't stand things like that. And I don't want to see that sister go down, but I do believe in justice and doing the right thing. And in this case, let justice be served.
Well, okay. Get on. I'm a little drunk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't really drink like that. So this is interesting.
Okay. I did have some sangria.
Are you still sipping?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Are you
finished?
finished?
I'm about to say I finished mine.
Oh wow.
You know me, I don't guzzle. I don't sip. I guzzle. Oh,
the
right.
throat.
There's a fan. Turn the fan back on. I'm still turned up.
That throat.
Baby.
Chelsea,
Uh-huh.
it's been a pleasure. You've been here the whole season, and
I'm excited for you guys to start, honestly.
yeah, I'm about to go super like. I really want it to be a sexy season for season 3.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be like oof. I have ideas.
Okay. I
you
can't
know
wait
what?
to discuss.
I think, and forgive me if you guys already kind of like maybe floated this idea or did it already. Let's get some sex toys in here, and let's get some like sex toy experts and
I'm not opposed. Yeah.
and
we have talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
let's go. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk about favorite sex. I say that because I love sex toys. I am a sex toy connoisseur.
What's your favorite sex toy?
Oh, that's a good one. You know what? I just tried this new one out, and it was a little bit daunting at first, but it is a vibrating cock ring kind of thing.
Oh, I heard of those.
Yeah, and I just tried it out, and it blew my mind. But really, I like kind of like pocket pussies.
Okay.
And that kind of whole,
I don't
you know
like
what it is?
those.
You don't
I like those.
Okay.
Why don't you like those?
Because I don't like women, so I think it just reminds me of that.
Yeah.
But which is fair. I'm a bit flexible. You know what I mean? I like the purpose of the toy. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's I like you know what it does to me, Lamark.
Yeah.
But I again I love sex toys, and I have from small to like huge, like 15-pound, like, you know what I mean? I have a collection, and I love them all.
Now I need a pick. Now I need to
Ooh.
follow up and like see what stuff you got, what I'm not working with.
Season 3.
I love it. Season 3.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bring back
Because I'm moving back, so we could definitely and have the sex toys.
You could be our
out and
sex
the whole nine.
connoisseur. Or
Yeah,
some shit.
Yes.
let's talk about it. Do you
I
have any
love
favorite
it.
sex toys somewhere?
No, because I'll think this like you got you ain't shit. I don't like to answer the show on camera. I wouldn't say I have a favorite. Honestly, I do have like the thing where it's like it plays with your ass and it plays with your dick at the same time.
Oh, yeah. I know
But
what
I feel like I just rather just the person.
the person. Okay, yeah.
Personally.
There's nothing better than like human to human.
Yeah.
I
Me
say
personally.
that. I said that as well.
Yeah.
I said that as well.
Mhm.
But Chelsea, would you do honors and give us the last chest jiggle for the season?
Oh,
I-
absolutely. Wait, just jiggle or like a bounce?
Whatever you feel is
I
needed.
feel like a bounce is needed for the end of the season.
And DJ Beanz, could you show the camera your abs? Because you do work out a lot.
Oh, I could
do work
it-
out a
when
lot.
he came out the elevator,
Yeah.
I was like, body. And he was just like, hey, I'm like, whoa, who is this? This whoa.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm a little bit, like I said, it's a little bit hot.
This is a fun show.
Sexy man. And he's tatted, y'all. You have nice nipples.
Thank you. I like them sucked. I like them played with.
Ooh.
This promo is gonna be
Get out me.
all right, y'all. We're out because I don't have anything else to really say.
Love you guys. Thank you guys so
Thank
much
you guys
for
so much
supporting
for supporting us. We're trying to do more street stuff, like be outside, and I feel like get you guys Yeah, I think that would be dope.
When it gets a little cooler though. 'Cause
You know, and I
might
hope we
be.
could get some like Lamark After Dark merch. Like I would love like a Lamark After Dark like chalk.
We do have merch, but I have to do more. But yeah, it
like
got
boxer briefs, you know, something just real sexy, like you know, Lamarck After Dark merch. Even if you can do like a Lamarck After Dark like branded sex toy, that'd be hot.
But I want to like sex stories for that. Like I have to get like
You
one
don't.
that.
I mean, you do have to work with like a company or whatever to get it done. Like one who creates them.
I've given 3 men though like underwear's my face on them.
Oh, that's
Okay,
cute.
Yeah, but they wear it with the other guys
Well,
I mean,
because they're dogs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Lamarck After Dark lube, Lamarck After Dark like,
oh
branded
shit.
condoms. Like, let's go. Let's
love it.
go.
I appreciate you guys for coming. In more ways than one. And on that note, guys, it's been great. Make sure you guys follow us on social media platforms. DJ Beanz, please let people know your social media stuff.
Yeah, so it is Creative Hedonist D_. Creative Hedonist D_. If you guys don't know, I am a hedonist. If you couldn't tell, Creative Hedonist D_.
Ooh.
Yeah, guys, and make sure you guys, keep up with us. If I'm being honest though, the YouTube is cool, but like I feel like we get so much more views with the audio.
Yeah.
So, like it makes me not want to do the YouTube, honestly. But then like people like seeing,
They do like seeing it.
so it's just like, but
You never know. I feel like let's just give the people options. Some people like
that's why a
audio.
lot of these episodes like we did back to back. Like we tried to get the video at the iHeart Studio, but the iHeart thing was not working for us.
Yeah.
But that iHeart Studio was super nice.
It is.
And
people loved that audio. They were like, it sounded
because it's
so
fucking
good.
crisp.
Yeah.
So that's why I think we did 3 episodes there and then like the other episodes here. So that's why it was like back to back to back.
Yeah.
So but anyway, y'all, it's been such a pleasure.
sure.
Thank you guys so much.
Amazing.
I will see you when it gets cold because a bitch needs to like mentally prepare myself. And I want to go through a journey. Like I want to go do like not Ashqua, not that shit, but like I want to go to like a desert and like really,
Do some self work.
Yeah, I'm going to Dominican Republic. I'm going to Alabama.
Nice,
I'm going to
nice,
other
nice.
things. And
I'm just going home to Miami. That's a break for me.
Right.
so I'm just hoping for good love, good sex, and good times.
Yes.
That's it.
All right, y'all. And we're out.
Peace.